Thank you all for joining me today. I am Michelle Monet. I am an expert life and relationship coach, coaching people from rejection to redemption. Today, I want to talk about I met my soulmate today. How many of you have ever said that? I've met my soulmate. And you just thought that it was the guy for you or the girl for you, and you were ecstatic. You wanted to tell everybody. You wanted to share the news with everybody. And then something went wrong. And then you thought to yourself, was that him? Was that her? Was that a counterfeit? Was that something that I did wrong and I didn't notice it? Or what was it that possibly could have caused me to fall for this person that was wrong for me? Well, I did that 4 times. I got married 4 times. I got divorced 4 times. And that led me to lack of confidence, lack of believing who I was. And in doing that, it made me question even my very faith. It made me question who I was as a person. It made me question who I was as a child of God. It made me feel some kind of way about me. And it took me into a spiral so deep that I don't know how I got out of it without God. You know, I want to talk about this because if we break down the word soulmate, soul means a person's total self. Mate is your equal or the match of your person's total self. Many times we talk about, oh, I want to find my soulmate. Oh, I want to find the person that's going to be with me for the rest of my life. And then we find someone that's just like us. And what we do is go, what's wrong with them? But what we have to start doing is knowing that it must be something in us that keeps drawing that match, that keeps drawing the person to us, that makes us feel that kind of way, that makes us think that we found the one. But that's because we need to change some things in ourselves. I wasn't my total self. And because I was not my total self, I kept finding half-baked men. I kept finding men that weren't for me, but were for me. They were just like me, broken, abused, misused, mistreated by whatever circumstances, be it their family, be it when they grew up, be it when they got into relationships with other people. They were broken. And because they were broken, they mistreated me and many people that they knew about, because hurt people hurt people. And what you will find out is that when you keep attracting the same person, many times we don't step back and say, what is it that I need to change? What is it that I need help with? How do I find somebody to help me get coaching through what I'm going through? Because I keep attracting that same type of person. And until you get to the place where you feel like you have gotten whole, and whole doesn't mean, oh, I go to church every Sunday. I pay my tithes every Sunday. I got this degree and I've got that degree. I've got all these things going on. And why can't I find a good dude? Or why can't I find a good girl? You're finding exactly who you are. The law of attraction is not broken. Not at all. We keep attracting that which we are. And until you take time and find out what it is about you that you need to change, you're going to keep attracting that same type of person. You're going to keep attracting that woman that you don't understand, or you can't figure out what's wrong with her. You're going to keep attracting that guy that keeps saying things to you that makes you feel some kind of way. We have to take moments out of our lives to find people that are better than us, that have reached different plateaus than we've reached. And the only way we can do that is to reach those plateaus ourselves, is to be better ourselves. We need to stop looking for that guy, stop looking for that girl, stop looking for the person that's going to make us whole, because nobody can do that. Nobody can do that on this earth. And many times we love other people harder than we love ourselves. And we cannot figure out for the life of me, why can't they love me? I'm just being the nicest person I possibly can be. Why can't they treat me the way that, I want to be treated? Why can't they see me for who I am? All I want is to be loved. That's all we really all want, is to be loved. We want to find the soulmate. We want to find that total person that would just be ours. We want to find that person that's going to love us no matter what. But first, you got to do that for you. First, you have to love you. First, you have to be strong in you. First, you have to be confident in you. First, you have to say to you, I'm going to take you out. And take yourself out. You have to be confident enough to do that. Many people won't even go to the show by themselves because they feel like it's uncomfortable. But you're in a dark room watching the TV. Many people won't even sit in a restaurant by themselves and say, you walk up to the receptionist and they say, how many? You say, one. People won't even do that because they're uncomfortable with themselves. How do you think you're going to find your soulmate? And the definition of soulmate is the match of a person's total self. How do you think you're going to find the match of your person's total self if you're not whole, if you haven't been healed of that last guy that messed with you, if you haven't been healed from the relationship that you didn't have with your father, if you didn't heal from the relationship that you didn't have with your mother, if all of your friends keep falling off because you're trying to figure out, you're not going to be your total self. And many times we have been told, especially in our community as a Black community and a woman of God that I am, we've been told, oh, you're not praying enough. Oh, you must not be fasting. Oh, you need to come to church instead of just Wednesdays and Sundays. You got to come to church on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays too, because and something needs to be delivered out of you. And don't get me wrong, I don't want nobody on my page talking about I'm not believing in deliverance or I don't believe in the church. I am not saying that. What I am simply saying is that is between you and your Creator. That is between you and the one that knows secrets that you have not shared with anybody. That is between you and the Creator that you've spoken to and cried to, and your tears are all on your pillowcase at night. Because when you go to church, you dressed up. When you go to church, you looking cute. When you go to church, you praising and shouting hallelujah, and you singing along with all the songs going, this is wonderful. But as soon as you walk across the threshold of those doors again, you're still dealing with you. I had to do that. I shut down everything for an entire year. The only thing that was keeping me afloat was me getting a master's degree. And then I had to make a decision that I didn't want to live empty anymore. And it had nothing to do with me not having a mate. It had nothing to do with me getting for the fourth time. It had nothing to do with any of those things. It simply had to do with me going to myself and reconciling with myself, apologizing and accepting the apology and the forgiveness of myself that I didn't do anything wrong. I had to forgive me. I had to sit down and write down every single person that I thought hurt me and forgive them too. And then I found my soulmate, because my soulmate was me. Any addition that I have to that is going to be a beautiful cherry on the top. But first, I had to find me. When you find you, for any of those that's watching, and if everybody on here is whole, share the video, because somebody on your page is not whole. And we have to get this when we are reconciling with ourselves, introspecting ourselves, looking in the mirrors with ourselves so that we can find our soulmate. I am Michelle Monet. I ask that if you have not followed me on Instagram and Twitter, that you do so. Look out for me October 1st. I am launching my expert life and relationship coaching. Not that I have not been doing it, because I've been doing it for a while. I've been in ministry for a long time. And I coach people one-on-one, but now I'm doing something totally different. So I want you guys to look out for the invite on that page. Like I said, share this video, because it's somebody that you know, that you know, that needs this, that needs to know what they need to do in order to get themselves on track, so that they can be ready when that man comes, when that woman comes, they can be ready. Wouldn't it be a shame if the Lord sent you that person and you weren't ready? It would be. It would be, because you then would miss out, because something would come along in that relationship and remind you, smack dab in your face, that you are not healed. And as soon as that happens, you're going to respond the same way you responded in all the other relationships. Some women are trying to figure out why they've never been married. I've had a woman to tell me, you were married by my third husband. You've been asked to be married for 2 times, and you're about to get married a 3rd time. And I haven't talked to her since, because she said that basically I had something that she wanted. And I'm thinking, girl, you don't even understand what I've been through. So we can't, be talking about what she wants. You don't know. But I'm telling you, it takes you to be healed, delivered, and set free of self. Allow the Father to heal you, whoever's watching this, whatever your religious beliefs are. Mine is, I'm a believer of Christ, and I follow him. I may fall sometimes, but I get back up, because I am not leaving this earth without him. So I beseech you guys to first and foremost, find out who you are. Find out who you are before you start searching for that soulmate, because I found mine, and it was me. Follow me, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I am Michelle Monet. If you don't know how to spell my name, look above the video, and you can spell it without the hyphen, and you'll be able to find the page. I want to thank you all for watching.